Hello, good afternoon. Okay, the quality. Hello, good afternoon. You are welcome to the live studios of Ben Television at the Collation Center here in Nigeria for the 2023 general elections. Uh, since yesterday, we have been here in the Collation Center. We have men and people, reporters that are on the feed taking on the spot assessment of what has happened in the last 24 hours, try to give you live report. And from this moment, results collation, the official collation process for the presidential election will be taken off. The center is right about now being opened at the collation center here in Abuja, and we will do as much as possible to bring you every bit of what is going to happen to keep you informed. We have people all over the world that will join as we go through this process. But the most important thing is that right now, the Independent National Electoral Commission chairman, Professor Mahmood, is speaking and will quickly be joining so that you hear of the briefing as fast as possible.
Next, the returning officer shall complete the EC8DA and announce the votes scored by each party, and thereafter will invite the polling agents to endorse the form. The returning officer then completes the EC40G3 and compares it with from EC8DA to ascertain if any of the candidates has satisfied the requirements of the law to proceed with declaration. If satisfied, the returning officer completes from EC8E and makes a declaration of winner. And finally, the returning officer invites the agents of political parties to receive duplicate copies of the EC8DA and EC8E, which is the final declaration of results. Having set the ground rules, from today, the Collation Center is hereby declared open until the final determination of the 2023 presidential election. During the course of proceedings, there may be interlude or adjournments. This will be announced by the returning officer as the need arises. As soon as any of the scopes arrives, the process of collation will begin. Once the process begins, the collation center will be open all day and all night, subject only to short breaks as may be announced by the returning officer. The official results will be shown on several screens here at the collation center. There are a number of screens, my left and right. There is also a giant screen behind me on which we'll be projecting the results that the scopes are presenting for collation. I appeal to all political parties and media organizations to draw their figures only from the official results released by the Commission as the only body constitutionally responsible for releasing official election figures. When the scopes arrive, they will sit in the open. So there will be seats at the end of the hall. To my right, you will see black leather chairs. That is the holding area for the state collation officers for the presidential election. And then by the side to my right, you will see a table there. That is the collation secretariat. And the collation secretariat is directly under me. So everything that we are going to do here will be done in the open. There is no other room where any other procedure is holding outside this hall. Yes, we have our situation room, but that is just the situation room for the commission. But once collation starts, everything begins and ends in this hall and in the open. As the collation of results progresses, the commission may find it necessary to brief the nation on matters relating to the election, but unrelated to the collation of results. When the need for such briefing arises, it will not be done here in the collation center. A media center has been prepared in Aso Hall, right behind this building, but within the premises, for such briefings. Aso Hall has actually been prepared as our media center. So when we need to make briefings unrelated to the collation of results, it will be done there. So we maintain the sanctity of this hall, essentially for the collation of results and matters arising from the collation of results. Where I am unable to personally brief the media, the National Commissioner responsible for information and voter education, sitting to my immediate left, Barrister Festus Okoye, will perform that responsibility. So as we await the arrival of the scopes, we will now take a break and resume at 6 p.m. We are certain that by 6 p.m., one or two of the scopes will arrive with the results. So we begin the process of collation. I thank you very much.
Hello. I'm ready. Thank you very much. Welcome back to our studios once again. And like you just heard, the chairman of the Electoral Commission just finished officially declaring open the collation center. And if you are following, you would have heard that in the course of speaking, he told us that there is no secret collation center anywhere. To his left is a table that has been prepared for people to do the national collation, as it will be coming from the state. And if you are a collation officer from any state, there is a place that is provided for you, and you will be able to follow up bit by bit as things are unfolding. And there is another media center that has been prepared for, as it is right now, where the national commissioner, national chairman briefed, that is now strictly restricted to result announcements and collection. If there are any other briefings that will come from the elections that is not related to collation of results, there is another media center that has been prepared. So over time you'll be seeing changes and as things would happen. So as we are right now, the official collation has begun, and we are expecting that results that are from states that are closer to the FCT will begin to trickle in gradually, and things will begin to take shape as we move on. Very soon, you are going to be seeing our Twitter handle, our Facebook handles on the page, where you will now be able to contribute and maybe ask questions and things that you need clarifications on, because we are here, and in not too distant time we'll also be talking to some guests that we have already in the studio, and they will be doing justice to the analysis of what is on ground and how things are going to pan out. But as it is, collation has started and Nigerians are waiting. If you look at the elections for the past 24 hours, you must have seen the intrigues and some other things that have characterized this election. Things like there's something that yesterday, while we were discussing off a camera, people were saying things like surprise candidates were going to come out. The rate at which the Labour Party, which happens to be the third force in this case, is coming into prominence is alarming. And but we know that things will definitely take shape. Some results from the online collation centers. A few people have actually come on hard on these collation centers because they feel that this is not the right thing. But what I told someone is, if INEC told us that results will be uploaded real time into the portal, people that were there in these collation centers actually saw what happened. There is nothing, the joy, the enthusiasm of I was a part of the democratic process is why some people are actually uploading this result, because some of them were there at the polling unit while the results were being uploaded. Somebody like me, before I came into the collation center yesterday, I was able to vote, and I had one or two people that I also talked to. Because of the exigencies of work, I couldn't stay there till collection, but when they were collating for that particular unit, I had to go back there and I saw everything. I did not broadcast or send my results, unit results, to the social media just for some reasons. But what I really want to bring out from all this is that the results that are coming from these polling units should not be disregarded or discarded totally. But INEC, as it is right now, is the only official platform where we can get authentic results as far as this is concerned. We'll go for a short break now, and when we come back, we will keep you going more. Yes, sir. Are we good? So we allow you to introduce yourself, sir. I know you in person, but the pronunciation of your name is sweeter when it comes to you. If you are good, I'm good. No, no. Okay, you are welcome back to the live studios, and right now we are being joined by a guest, a stakeholder politically in the FCT, that is a politician of repute. I would allow him to introduce himself, because they say that the sound of your name is the best sound you can never hear. So, Honorable, you are welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Can our viewers meet you? Can they know who you are?
Thank you for having me. My name is Sir Zephaniah Bitu Gisalo, MFR, member of the Order of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I'm a former chairman, Abuja Municipal Area Council, and member of Assembly 7 and 8 of the National Assembly.
Okay. And you are a politician of repute.
I'm a politician and a member of APC.
A member of APC.
Yeah.
So, as a member of APC and a stalwart as far as the FCT is concerned, how would you describe the exercise from yesterday to this moment?
Yeah, the exercise have been faithful, credible, and the masses are happy with the process, and Nigerians are happy because of the beavers. Vote is counted, and then if we continue by this, I think Nigeria will be great.
Okay, as a member of the APC, what are the chances for your political party in this election?
It's great because my principal, Aswaju, a nice man, a man that have grassroots in his heart, that like people, he have the love of the people of Nigeria. The chances is bright.
Okay. What about in the FCT? Do you still see the APC coming up heavily in the FCT?
Yeah, we are doing our best because Abuja is for APC and Abuja is for Aswaju. We are doing our best to make sure that he win the FCT. Yeah, you cannot rule out the challenges because Abuja is for all Nigeria. Every ethnicity is in Abuja. And as such, you should expect a lot of turn up. You should also a lot of challenges. You should also expect that that will be a kind of a gang up and
Okay.
other things against our own ruling party.
Okay. I know that you are a stalwart as far as the APC is concerned in the FCT. And I also know that you have your party representatives in different polling units across the 6 area councils in the FCT. Look, because they say politics is very local. Looking at the politics of Abuja from yesterday till now, have you had any maybe complaint or any dissatisfaction that things happening in the polling unit that are not going well for you as a politician, as far as your party is concerned?
Yeah, one of the challenges I'm talking about, definitely an election like this, in this nature, where is election that involve the grassroots, because all politics is local. You should expect the little challenges that we can face. Bringing electoral materials late, and then also one way or the other, people are complaining of probably they didn't see their name in the voter register,
Okay.
and then the movement of the people, probably because of the cashless policy and other things. Yes, it's one of the challenges that people are facing. It's not only in the FCT, all over Nigeria.
Okay, so the report from your men in the field shows that as it is right now, all is well. Is that it?
All is well, and I've said yes, you can still have some challenges in terms of transportation because the cashless policy, so people are not able to get to their destination where they will vote. So that is one of the challenges, but not only for the APC. Generally, that is what affected the election in FCT.
Okay, now as a party man, apart from the logistics issues that came with the cashless policy that you have rightly mentioned, are there issues that you would have loved INEC to address before the election that were not well addressed?
Yeah, you know, sometimes Nigeria are not prepared for some hard decisions.
Okay.
So when it comes like that, people will be surprised, and people are not prepared. Even INEC, they are also complaining they were not having the cash, and then suddenly, but we were able to, the CBN were able to handle their case. But you know, we are politicians, and they will not the problem for our masses, will not the problem for our illiterate.
Okay.
So these have been a challenges to everyone, that even to have some money to just transportation, even just 100 naira become very difficult, 200 naira become very difficult. So transportation become very difficult for people to go to where they will go and vote. And it's not everybody that have a means of logistics and then means of wherever they want to go to. But it was a task that everyone have forced, that we embrace the policy that we have to do to make sure that we have a successful election.
You are chieftain of the APC, though the elections, the proper vote balloting, the process is gone. We are moving into coalition now. As a chieftain of the party in the FCT and as a stalwart, were there any challenges that affected your campaign processes and how you were able to sell yourself to the people as far as the FCT is concerned?
The FCT is a new place.
Okay.
That welcome every Nigerian, including international community, with my experience who have stayed here even before the Federal Capital Territory. It's a well, I would say, even with the challenges I've mentioned, we've done our best.
Okay.
Even as a political party,
Okay.
we've done our best because to me it's a welcome idea today that other party, everybody is facing it.
Okay.
And then we will see the result, and a very good result. Even not only the FCT,
So you are optimistic that the APC will come victorious in this election?
by the grace of God, because our principal is a nice man.
For those that believe that your party has not done well enough in the last 8 years to merit re-election, what will you be telling them?
Every person is political animal, and as well you have your own interest, you have your own view of things. I don't believe that our party did not do well for the past 8 years or within this year of our administration. We've done well. Look at the Niger Bridge, second Niger Bridge, and then some good road network in the eastern part of this country. Look at roadway, all these things, and then the Kaduna project to Kano that is yet to be completed. I think the present administration have done well.
Okay, you think they have done well to be rewarded with another tenure in office?
We should be rewarded with another tenure of another 4 years, another 4 years again.
Yes, I know you to be a very staunch politician. The results coming from the feed through your men that you have put there, is there anyone that is discouraging? Maybe another political party is getting the upper hand over your party?
Well, I know that may probably it is what you want to hear. It is normal.
No, I'm not the one that actually wants to hear. The people want to hear.
No, it's what you want to hear. But it is
I
normal.
speak for the general, the populace that are actually
what
watching
you want
us.
to hear.
Okay.
It is normal in politics. There's time for everything,
Okay.
and anything at any time, anything can happen.
Okay.
I've contested elections, so many elections in my life, and then I've seen how it works.
Okay.
There's probably interest of some issues. You know, the normal thing as a politician, when you are planning for politics, what do you want to take the masses so that the masses will agree with you? It is what you come up. So I don't actually look at it is their campaign promises that will take you to your antecedents. What you have able to do throughout your life, throughout political life, that is why people will like you to come and be their leader. And that's why we are talking of Asuwaju. He has developed a lot of people. Look at what he has done in Lagos State. And this is a man that he has labored for. He has labored for democracy. He has labored for the people. Even when I was in the parliament, so many good things have been said about him. And that is why we are with him.
Okay. Now, agitations will be coming from the feed to you now. Some of your supporters, they are eager to get the election results announced, and the INEC, that the chairman just finished speaking and is telling us that as the results are coming in, they will be announcing it. What will be your message to them? Those that are agitating, though they want results to be out, and they are restless right now.
We should be patient, and the result is coming. We should be patient because, these results are coming from the ward, the results are coming from the local government, the results are coming from the state. And as such, we should be patient as the result is concluding from the ward to the local government to the state. Gradually, we will get to everybody that is expecting. For now, we are coming back again. We'll be coming back again by 6 o'clock. And then probably maybe we must have gotten some result from the states.
Okay. Honorable Zephaniah Ajisalo is a man that is always the eyes on the balls. And this is the first time, my memory will serve me, you are not contesting for any elective position. First, how does it feel like, and which ball are you looking at right now?
Yeah, I'm an APC. I'm not contesting any position, but I'm an agent of APC in FCT, coordinating Aswaju of FCT, just like what the governor coordinating in the state.
Okay.
So I'm also coordinating the FCT, all election FCT on APC. I'm the coordinator.
So you mean you are not very free the way I think you are free?
No, not at all. I'm
Okay.
very, very engaged. I'm very, very busy to make sure that the party APC win the FCT and also win Nigeria general election. And you see, any politician is always busy. It's always thinking inward to see what his people want. I'm from FCT here, and I started from the grassroots. I'm not thinking of my people. What did my people want? Even the residents of FCT, what did they want? That is the struggle.
Okay, now as an individual, away from politician, because you are first of all a Nigerian before you became a politician. With our electoral process in this country, do you think that we are doing it right? Are there areas you would have loved us to improve on if you have the power to make recommendations?
Well, as an experienced parliamentarian who has served Assembly 7 and 8, the present electoral act, the National Assembly have done their best to make sure they put things together. And then with this electoral act, I think it's okay. We'll only improve. Maybe next time when we want to do something, we'll look at, after this election, we'll look at where we need to improve. And then maybe the next section we improve from the act. But I think with this electoral act, perfect.
We noticed that the voters turnout for this year was a bit more encouraging compared to what it used to be. What do you think would have been responsible for that?
Yeah, it's because of people now have confidence with the beavers that yes, their vote will be counted. And one man, one vote. That is why everybody have to come out. That's why I said the present electoral act, perfect.
Your last word will now be if you are to encourage and advise your supporters that are watching, that are waiting for the results to come out, what would you tell them, Honorable Jisalo?
I will tell them election almost concluded, waiting for the result. People should remain calm that Aswaju will win this election.
You are hopeful that your candidate will win this election.
Aswaju will win this election.
Thank you very much. We have been on with Honorable Zephaniah Jisalo. He is a native of the FCT and a committed politician. And like I asked him, if you are following, this is the first time that he is not contesting for any elective position. But he told us that he's quite busy, though his name is not in the ballot, but he has been working underground. I will quickly go for a short break now, and when we come back, we'll have another guest and we'll do justice to it. Thank you very much. Honorable, thank you very much for joining
my brother,
us.
thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for your time, sir. We'll go there, sir. Now, let's take a picture.
My honorable.
Yeah, how are you?
We do. You didn't disappear. You don't come assembly again.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
No. I'm the code of conduct.
Okay, oh, you are there now. Please, where's Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. Good. Thank you.
Good.
Thank you. Please, the break is taking too long.
Okay, sir, you can come here. You are welcome back. You're still on to the live studios of Ben Television here, and like I promised you that when we come back from the break, it will be another politician in Nigeria. They're mostly Nigerians before they become politicians. And this one, I don't know, he would be telling you when he is live. If he has joined the other side, the executive part, or he's still an active politician. And you know, like they say, the sound of your name is the best sound that you can have. Honorable, welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me.
We would really appreciate if you tell Nigerians and those in diaspora, what's your name and where have you been and where are you now? I can see you wearing another face card that does not look like what I used to know.
Thank you very much. I remain Honorable E.J. Akbuanima from Edo State, former member House of Representatives, but currently Federal Commissioner, Code of Conduct Bureau, an anti-corruption agency. So we are just here, with my chairman and other member of the board, Bureau, to monitor the election. Okay. Especially the presidential election. So that's what I did. So
no, you know, while I was introducing you, I said, I know you as a lawmaker, and now you are on the other side.
But not a lawbreaker either.
Not a lawbreaker. Now you are now monitoring code of conduct. Has to do with the conduct of politicians. Sometimes we
not just politician, public officer.
Public officer.
Every public officer. It goes beyond that, under 14 mandate, enshrined in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as amended in 1999. The fight against corruption, the required collective effort of every Nigerian. So that is what we are doing. Of course, in the House of Rep when I was there, that's all I did most of the time, apart from moving motion, compulsory bill, also doing a lot of investigation, trying to see how we can return the stolen money, undeclared crude oil, and let this country to global destination. So the fight continues. So this is another fight.
Okay.
Code of Conduct Bill.
Okay, now bringing it down to the elections proper, there are insinuations that it's because of lack of proper conduct. That is why our electoral system is not developing the way it should develop. As a former lawmaker and now someone that is officiating or supervising the conduct of public officers, would you say politically that Nigeria, we are doing well as far as the electionary process is concerned?
Well, first of all, we are not where we used to be. We are not where we ought to be. We are progressing. I'm only just saying that that progression should be fast-tracked. Yes, in the past, nobody would talk about, BVN, beavers, and talking about electronic, voting and all that. But today we are getting somewhere. Coupled with the fact that the insecurity in the country. So for me, I don't want to talk much about the issue, how the election is going. All I want to do is to look, and watch and monitor and observe. Then whatever we're able to get, whoever we believe or seen doing anything outside the scope,
provision
of the law, then we have no reason to do the needful. Yes, that's why we are here. Nothing more, nothing less. So I'm sorry, I'm not going to, try to, wingle myself into the political terrain, the murky water. But I want to focus on the anti-corruption, how we can combat the menace of electoral offenses, and for public officers, especially those public officers that have been saddled with responsibility of doing justice and having a free, fair, and credible election without hindrance, anyone try to contribute or to make things difficult for our dear nation. So that's what we are fighting, and I want you to join that.
No, we are already doing that, and I'm not going to drag you into politics. I don't know if politicians retire anyway, but now you are on the other side. Now, what I would ask is, you must have had some of your men in the field observing the conduct of public officers since yesterday that we started voting in Nigeria. Have you been able to get any report? What would you say is the conduct of the officers that are being deployed to man one area of the other as far as the election is concerned?
Let me repeat myself. Unfortunately, I'm not going to dabble into that. We are working.
Okay.
And our work will speak for ourselves.
Okay.
These are things that is not going to just be on the public domain, how we do conduct ourselves. But definitely, to the glory of God, the Code of Conduct Bureau is working. under the leadership of Professor Mohamed Issa, chairman, and other wonderful members of the Bureau. We are doing our part, and definitely we'll do justice and finally get the best result out for Nigerians to see.
Okay, like you have tried as much as possible to tell me not to drag you into politics or to drag you into anything related. Can Honorable Agbonayima, yeah, I pronounce it. Agbonayima, yes.
Or you just call me EJ.
EJ, Honorable EJ. If you were to speak as a Nigerian, can you speak as a Nigerian now, or is everything about code of conduct?
I'm here in my capacity today as a federal commissioner, monitoring, team, monitoring the presidential election.
Okay.
So it's going to be difficult for me to
speak in
on my personal capacity right now.
Okay.
So I want you to bear with me.
Okay, I'm bearing with you. Not really me, but those that want to hear from you. Now, in your assessment of the process so far, what would you say? Very quickly.
Well, when the time comes, we will give our own submission.
You give your own submission.
Yeah, and my chairman will read that out to Nigerians.
Thank you very much. We just heard from Honorable EJ, as he's fondly called because of the name, and it's a bit tongue twisting. We might not want to.
It's not tongue twisting, no. It's very easy.
Yes, it's easy for you because you grew up calling that name, but for some of us, it's a bit tongue twisting. Thank you very much for joining us, and I pray and I hope that you will come back here to our studios again, because Nigerians, both here and in diaspora, are itching to hear what the Code of Conduct Bureau they've been doing to fight corruption. I can see that these days there is this consciousness and awareness of doing the right thing. I know that you and the chairman and all the national commissioners, you are doing your best to make sure that we get the best out of Nigeria. I want to really wish you well. Is there last word for Nigerians that you want to drop before?
Well, I just want to say that when I was in the House of Rep, I try as much as possible for us to be able to have our Nigerians in diaspora to be able to vote wherever they are. But that's my prayer, so that today we have so many Nigerians across this country, all over the world, but they are not able to exercise their right by voting.
They are watching and listening to you right now.
So I'll be praying for that, and hopefully that bill was sponsored by a couple of us, and up to now it has not yielded. We'll be crying for this, because once upon a time, I lived in America for over 31 years. So I am praying that most of our brothers and sisters who wants to come and vote, they are not able to do that. I pray one day they'll be able to vote wherever they are. Just like Americans, they vote wherever they are. So if we're talking about democracy for the people, by the people, and of the people, everybody must be able to cast their vote for the candidate of their choice. So I think that is my prayer. I'm wishing for one day that the electoral process should include and involve the Nigerians in diaspora to be able to cast their vote, because we have embassies all over the world. So they should be able to vote in that embassy wherever this country that they stay, they reside. So I think that is one thing I pray for. I'm hoping for, and yes, also,
yes, we are hoping for that.
TV Africa and Ben Television also promote that for them to do justice. So our brothers and sisters back over there in diaspora should be able to cast their vote, their ballot. They are
actually listening to you right now. That has been Honorable Agbonayima. I pronounce it better now.
Thank you very much.
I'm improving on it. And there's a parting shot that you gave, which I know will really impress those that are in diaspora. That you're looking forward to a day where, if you are a Nigerian anywhere in the world, you'll be able to vote, you'll be able to support those that you believe in that will move Nigeria to the next level. Honorable EJ, thank you very much for being our guest on
God bless you.
Ben Television
and
TV Africa.
Support your country, Nigeria.
They are supporting the country, Nigeria. Thank you very much. That has been Honorable EJ, and he's been able to tell us one or two things about the anti-corruption crusade in Nigeria and some things that is happening. Like you all know, the process has just begun. The live studios will be coming and will be going and doing other things. But I want to assure you that hook on to Ben Television and TV Africa for every detail that you need to get as far as this collation of results is concerned. I will be closing our live studio right now, and we'll be resuming back by 4, where we'll do some other analysis. By then, I'm very sure that some results would have come in. We are hopeful that results would have come in, and the terrain would have been a bit more friendly. So we'll go for a short break and we close the live studio for now. Thank you very much. My name is Festus Ejirog Enefife. I've been your anchor.